Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So recently I've seen a new girl on TikTok who basically looks like Ariana Grande, and for me I think she is one of the most realistic lookalikes of Ariana I have ever seen in my life. Now, she does have videos of her before she started doing this on TikTok, and without makeup she doesn't look too much like her, but mind you, no one has ever seen Ariana, I don't think, without makeup. So how are we to know that Ariana doesn't actually look like her without that makeup as well? And there are old pictures of her where she's not wearing quite as much heavy makeup and she's not wearing all the extensions and all this. But I still think she does bear resemblance to her. I just wanted to give my opinion on this kind of thing, watch a couple of her videos and make a judgment, I suppose. I will clarify that I am a huge Ariana Grande fan. I completely understand the obsession with her, the idolising her, the wanting to be her, because in my opinion she's one of the most gorgeous girls I've ever seen. I think, honestly, I'm just so inspired by her. Like, I love everything about her, her personality, her music speaks to me on levels. Like, yeah, it's not the deepest music all the time, but I just really enjoy listening to her music. She is a guilty pleasure of mine, although I don't really feel too guilty about it. My boyfriend isn't a big fan that I'm such a huge fan of hers, but she's always been an artist that I've looked up to and admired, and I understand why girls get the obsession of wanting to look like her and wanting to act like her, because she has this very cool, trendy, hip vibe. I'm so old I just said hip. I just want to be her. She's just that kind of person. I totally get it. Like, the hair is gorgeous. Every girl wishes they could have that long flowy hair. Well, most girls, or, you know, I'm just speaking off of majority of girls. Not every girl is, you know, I'm going to get myself in trouble, but not every girl wants to be like that. But I'm just saying, I understand why some girls want the long flowy, like Rapunzel-like hair, perfect straight extensions. I know Ariana's hair isn't real because she damaged it on Sam and Cat and on, what's the other one, Victorious, that she originally came from, with all the red hair dye, which I totally understand. Red hair dye really does screw with your hair. And if I had the money, I would get the extensions for my hair because of all the damage I'd done. I'm always fantasizing about, if I had the money, I would get the longest extensions ever, and I would do a high ponytail like Ariana. I totally would. I would still have the black hair because I'm very emo and that's my aesthetic, but like, when I used to have long brown natural hair, I used to do my hair in the high ponytail and I used to copy some Ariana looks. I wouldn't do it every day, of course, and I didn't make it very obvious that I was copying her, but I would do it sometimes when I was at home or whatever. I don't think I ever went out in public like it, but I would do it just to feel confident, and I totally get it. Like, she's really pretty. I have always had some kind of girl crush on her even before I knew my sexuality. Like, I understand, basically. I'm just going to look at Paige Niemann because I think there are some Ariana lookalikes where it's very healthy and you can see that they're just kind of taking inspiration, and they're young usually, most of them, but sometimes it gets to a whole new level when they start doing the voice and the mannerisms and the whole squinting eye thing that Ariana does, and just the way that they act. And when they're doing it on a daily basis, even when it's not just for videos, it becomes very unhealthy, and you're a bit like, oh god, I kind of feel sorry for you, because clearly they've got some kind of identification issue or something, like they don't know who they are, and I can relate to that. Like, I've had many times in my life where I'm like, is this me? Like, I feel like, especially as girls, it's very important to figure out who you are, what your style is, like, do you know what I mean? To find your vibe. And everyone wants to be the best version of themselves that they can be, and I guess people look to Ariana and they're like, I want to be that. But you need to, as much as you're taking inspiration from someone, you also need to be yourself authentically. You need to just take inspiration, because there's a difference between taking inspiration and just completely being someone else. And it would be creepy. Like, if I walked down the street and I saw someone, they had this haircut, they were doing their eye makeup like me, they had all my tattoos, they, you know, started dressing like me, acting like me, speaking the way that I speak, saying stuff I say, you know, I would get freaked out and I'd be a bit shooketh, and I'd be like, I'm flattered in a way, but I'm also very creeped out. And it is very sad when I see some of these girls. So we're just going to react to a few of these Ariana lookalikes. I will clarify that yes, I do have a few tattoos that Ariana has. Well, only this one, I think. Yeah, it's only this one that Ariana has that I have, because I liked it, I took inspiration from it. I felt like it was a simple tattoo. I've explained this before, like, I don't agree with tattoo stealing, but when it's something as basic as that, like something basic that most basic girls get, I feel like tattoo stealing, it's not such a big impact. And yes, I got it in the same placement and stuff, but her song meant a lot to me and that's why I got it, and blah 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 blah. However, I'm not trying to be Ariana Grande, do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, everyone would love to be her, but you know. Anyway, I'm rambling. This is why my channel is called Rebecca Rambles, so I apologise. Paige Niemann has 2.1 followers on TikTok. I think I found out about her from like an article on Facebook or something, but I recently re-downloaded TikTok because I used to love Musical.ly back in the day. I used to make a few of them. It is my guilty pleasure watching TikToks, and I actually love Paige's TikTok. Like, honestly, when I first saw her, I was thinking, when I heard about her, I thought, okay, another one that looks like Ariana, but sounds like Ariana, but like you can tell that it's not her. But this shook me to the core. I honestly had to do a double take. I was like, Ariana has TikTok? Like, honestly, like if I had not heard about her being a lookalike from an article, I would have thought this was Ariana Grande. I honestly thought it was a joke article at first. Like, I thought, oh, Ariana has TikTok, like this is her, right? And when I couldn't see her tattoos and stuff, I mean, if you look at her for long enough, you can tell it isn't. But there are differences. She's not like an identical twin, but it's so similar that it freaks you out.
Despite what you heard, hell sucks. It's not fun. Yes, there are water slides, but they're lined with razor blades and you splash down into a pool of boiling pee. Also, 0 dinosaurs. There's no dinosaurs? No. As soon as I got there, I was like, where are the dinosaurs?
The whole eyebrows, the lips, the full lips, like this is all down to makeup. Like the physical features, like I think she looks like her anyway, because otherwise she wouldn't be able to do such a good job. But I think she has really perfected the art of properly looking like her. Like, she must have really studied her makeup looks and everything to get how she is. But it's also the mannerisms in her face. Like, I've never seen such a great impression of her. Like, I'm looking at this one here and oh my god, it's insane. Like, from a distance you really think that is Ariana Grande. Like, I still do a double take when I watch her. Honestly, she must have really studied, and I think this is where the creepiness comes in, is how much they've studied her and how much they've perfected her look, because it takes a talent to be able to impersonate someone on that level. Like the way she raises her eyebrows, the smile, the mannerisms, like I could never do it. I look nothing like Ariana anyway, so I could never even try to make myself look like her, so it does come along to genuinely looking like her a little bit. But the makeup and the mannerisms and the voice is what takes it to a whole new level, which kind of creeps me out, but at the same time I'm fascinated with this girl's account because it's just so entertaining. It's almost like Ariana has a TikTok, and so I enjoy watching her, I was going to say Vines, TikToks.
You know, when I'm at a dinner table, I like to be present and talking. Eye contact. Ladies learn. Yeah, listen and learn, ladies. Boys learn.
Oh my god, it's insane. Like, her facial expressions, everything about her is Ariana Grande. It's just insanity, and I think that's why this one impresses me so much. And for some reason I feel less, not hatred, but I feel less like, oh god, towards this one, because there are some where I've been like, oh god, I feel really sorry for you, like, you need to find yourself. But I hope this girl is only doing it as like a hobby and to earn money off TikTok. I really hope that's what she's doing. I know she's moved over to YouTube and doing things to make money from it as well, so good on her. I just hope that this doesn't become unhealthy and she becomes Ariana Grande, you know. 'Cause be yourself in this world. We don't need two of the same person, but I think what doesn't make it creepy to me is just because of how impressive it is and how much she incredibly looks like her. Like, I know we all have apparently 7 doppelgangers in the world that look like us, so there is that aspect to it, but my god, it's insanity. She's obviously aware that she looks like her. She's got the little dimple and everything. It's insane. I can't get over it.
It's a dog toy that looks like a phone. Isn't it cool? I'm coming in now. Hi, Mrs. Toy's mom. Hello, Cat. Why'd you get a dog chew toy cell phone? To help me get through the week.
I know Ariana, like, responded to this as well, and she said something along the lines of like, Oh, just why the cat voice though? Which I understand, she's probably not too happy about that. She's left Nickelodeon behind. She's probably not ashamed of it because it gave her her start in a way. I know she did like Broadway and stuff before that, but it's definitely how she became a bit more of a household name. But it is weird seeing the two worlds crossed, like seeing Ariana Grande as Cat Valentine. Like, to me, they've always felt two separate people. Like when I'm watching Victorious, which, yes, I'm 25 nearly, and I do rewatch Victorious and stuff because I just used to enjoy it and I still think it's funny, and now it's interesting watching it back now that I'm a huge Ariana fan, because I used to watch it back in the day, but like, she wasn't really that heard of, so, you know, now it's very different watching her. But even when I am rewatching it, I don't think, oh, that's Ariana Grande, the singer. I think that's Cat Valentine, do you know what I mean? But it's very weird seeing the worlds collide. But the one I wanted to talk about is Jess Chic made a video that I was watching earlier talking about how she has beef with this new girl, Paige Niemann. I've watched Jess Chic before, and to be honest, it's kind of... she's one of the ones that concern me because she doesn't actually look too much like Ariana. Like, at first I thought she did, but after seeing Paige, I realised she looks nothing like her. But back in the day, she was like one of the big lookalikes of Ariana, one of the big people. But the thing is, her channel is confusing because she's always denied it and made videos like, oh, we just happen to be the same, like this hairstyle has been around for years, and yes, that is true, but it is now a very signature look for Ariana Grande. And if she was just having the hairstyle and that was it, and she just happened to look like her, but she was being herself, then it would be fine. Or if she just said, I've taken inspiration from the hair, I love the hair, it makes me feel confident and good about myself, but I am me, I think I'd be like, yeah, you go girl. But it's more just the fact that she's trying so hard to be her, and I guess that falls under the category with Paige as well. But I think Paige is more likeable because it seems more like a thing she's doing for TikTok and to make money, whereas she doesn't really deny it. Like, you can see in her old TikToks that she's got posters of Ariana in the background, so you can tell she's a huge fan. She's never denied it. She's not said she's not trying to be her. Like, it's very obvious she is, because she does TikToks of Ariana's voice dubbed over. It's very obvious that she's trying to impersonate her, and I guess she owns it, which makes it more likeable. Whereas with Jess Chic, she really used to deny it a lot, and I used to be like, girl, please, just... That's what made it concerning, was the denial, and I'd be like, girl, just own it. Own this. If this is your thing and this is what makes you money on YouTube, own it. But it's when they deny it and they don't, and they say that they're not trying to be like that. And then she's gone against her word and said, actually, yeah, I have taken inspiration from her. I admit I have done it, blah blah blah. So her channel's very confusing. Jess Chic to me just seems a bit more unlikable because she was really in denial for a long time, and it seemed like she really truly believed like she was Ariana Grande. She believed that that was her personality and her signature look, and she just happened to be the same as Ariana, which is just too much of a coincidence in this world when someone that famous is so much like you, especially when they're quite as unique as Ariana. Like, she's not the most unique girl in the world. I suppose that's why a lot of girls look up to her, because she's a bit basic, I suppose, in a way, but everyone looks up to her because of the way she presents herself and how confident she is and pretty and stuff. So I guess, I don't know, I don't even know what I'm trying to say now. Basically, Paige made a video taking the piss out of Jess Chic, denying what she was doing. And I think that's why I'm on Paige's side on this one, because she's owning what she's doing, whereas Jess Chic has only recently started owning what she's doing, and she's kind of trying to erase what she said in the past about not doing that. It just seemed like a video she made for clout, and she was like, this is going to get me views because, oh look, a better lookalike than me. It just came across as jealous because Paige looks so much like Ariana and is doing so well for herself in such a short amount of time. It came across as jealousy, and it was a video that didn't need to be made. I understand why she did it. I would do it too. If I was in her position, I looked like Ariana, and then someone that looked better than me, more like Ariana, came out, I'd make a video too, but I don't think I'd do it so shadily. I'd definitely do it for the clickbait and the views and stuff, but she could have handled it better. She could have been like, wow, I really admired this girl, like, wow, look at this. I wish I was... Do you know what I mean? She could have just been better. She did try and be nice in the video, but it just came across really weird to me. And then there's the other one, Gabby DiMartino, I guess her name is. She's got a twin as well called Nikki, right? And she was in the Thank You Next video, and she had a whole beef thing with Ariana for a while because Ariana said she found it creepy or something like, I can't remember exact wording. And she kind of bases her look, but I think she's always kind of owned it as well and said, yes, I take inspiration from her, but I'm not trying to be her. And she's always come off a little less creepy, but then she's got a lot of hate online for doing it. So I suppose I can see why these girls get hate for trying to be Ariana, but I can also see the appeal of it because it is entertaining and we all want to see a bit more of Ariana Grande, even if it isn't her. My favourite is definitely Paige, I just gotta say. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think it's unhealthy? Do you think it's healthy? Personally, I've enjoyed Gabby's videos in the past. I like her as a YouTuber. I wish her the best. I do think she has a bit of her own personality and hasn't taken it too far. So I think that wasn't really crossing a line too much, but I do hope she finds herself a bit more. Jess Chic, I think she just needs to really... She's the most concerning one for me. I think she just needs to try and find herself, slowly transition into being something else, or just admit that she does it to make money on YouTube, because I think people would respect her more. Paige, I'm a big fan, to be honest. I love it. I think it's just because it's so incredibly alike that I'm like, whoa, this is insanity. And I've never found that with another lookalike. Like, Gabby looks like her, sure, but not like insanely. You can tell the difference. Same with Jess. But this one, to me, she looks a lot like her. I watched a video of Paige as well, and she just came across so robotic and like she was really trying to be her. So I think that's where I draw the line. Like, I watched that interview and I was like, oh god, this kind of ruined it a bit for me, because she was trying to be Ariana in that interview. I think she just didn't know how to act. Like, should I impersonate her? Should I be myself? But she was talking like her. She was just very stiff. She was doing the whole squinting thing. I didn't like that. I think that's taking it too far. It is a bit creepy, and I can't imagine how Ariana feels. But yeah, I will say I think it's all a little bit creepy in a way, but I do understand it and where it comes from. So let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace, and yeah, like, comment and subscribe. I make new videos every single week, or at least I try to, and see ya.